Okay, let's continue. Coming back to the original sentence, I like to own things. Um, it doesn't mean that I want to own things. It's two different things. I mean, I clearly advocate against consumerism, which is probably a silly thing for me to do because, after all, as a designer, I am dependent on people buying things. Most of the time, that means they buy new things because they got rid of old things, or they just feel the urgent need to have more things or whatever. So, in a way, the current economic system that our world, that we decided that our world should run on, rightly or wrongly, but I think I don't want to go, completely down that rabbit hole of philosophy. So let's just assume, we have this system that consume runs the economy, and as a designer, I am dependent on people buying new things, throwing away old things and buy new things, or buy new things just because they're new, or they haven't had it, or they only have 3 coffee machines, so they should buy a 4th one. I probably depend on that, even though I haven't designed a coffee machine. But people do that with yachts as well. I mean, the richer people definitely do that with yachts, that they sometimes sell them and buy new ones. So I should definitely not condemn that kind of behavior, because it's what makes me money. But if you ask me personally, I prefer not to own things. I like to own things, meaning that if there's a thing that has a part of or a function in my life, I'd rather own it than subscribe to it, so that it is mine, with all the rights and all the responsibilities of owning that. But if I can avoid it, then that's probably a good thing. I'd rather avoid owning more things. That's for sure. So consumerism, definitely a no-go for me. For example, let's say, I mentioned the cars. Cars is something that I can relate to. I would like to. I like owning one. At the moment, forget about the car that I have at the moment. It's that's in a container and doesn't even drive. But I'm happy that I don't actually have a car, because I don't need one, and it would just cause headaches. Why would I have a car? Where would I park it? Why would I have to pay for insurance, tax, and whatever? When actually walking gets me pretty much everywhere I want. With a little bit of a downside that, as I mentioned before, when I want to go to the countryside to just take the family out on a hike, I would probably have to rent a car, and then I'm stuck with a ugly car or a less enjoyable car, because I don't know, you could argue that certain cars are pretty but don't drive well, and others are ugly and do drive well. Okay, and I'm getting distracted here. It must be the dogs that are everywhere in the park. Very difficult to think straight. But so then I would have to rent one, and that's the problem. But 90% of the time, I'm very happy without a car. And I think, if I could do what I'm doing now, like the filming, and talking to you, or communicating with all my friends and the business people that I have to talk with, and without actually owning a phone, that's the thing, without a physical phone there, just out of telepathy, I would love that idea. But as I am not pretty good in telepathy. I think owning a phone is the second best thing, and then of course I do prefer it to being a nice one. I think phones are a very bad example because they all look the same. They're only either boring or boring and ugly, but I think, yeah, tricky one. So, yeah, don't own things. If you own things, make them last, you know, let them be your lifelong companion. That's sustainable, and that is, yeah, I mean, it's not just sustainable. There's something, you know, it's I would think if you are a person that appreciates, as I said, the responsibilities that come with owning a thing, I think, you know, you do have my respect. You're a better person because you understand you know, that everything is somehow connected. I don't know if I actually should post this video because today my thoughts are all over the place, and I do blame the dogs for that. But please bear with me. I think, you know, you will find that it does make sense, and I'll see you next time.